John.
Huh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Josh, I would have violated you, bro.
You didn't violate me, bro.
Bring me back in.
You're my soul, you see those person. She never expect her.
I got also an hour of 2 XP, Josh.
That's fucking insane.
Bruh.
I invited you, but I got the wrong fucking player up.
Want me to invite you again or what?
Yeah, just invite me. I wonder why the hell she one more time to find out.
I sent you the invite.
What kind of car are you driving? Dodge Charger Sky Pack 392. Rigo, what kind of car are you driving? 2020 Honda Accord Sport. Ewan, what kind of car are you driving? 22 Civic hatchback. Jasmine, what kind of car are you driving? 2021.
Once you get a taste of this, nothing else tastes as
Hey,
good.
what kind of car are you driving? Hey, what kind of car are you driving?
XOXO.
Hey, what kind of car are you
In your
driving?
nose, the holidays are better stuffed. Stuffings? Stuff. Bellies?
Hey, what kind of car are you driving?
This car? Also stuffed. Save like a beginner this holiday.
Nicole, what kind of car are you
I
driving?
jolt up from my resting position. I look where the sound was coming from, and I see this kid across the room staring straight daggers into my soul. Hey, whoever that was, turn it off now. I airdropped this video to a random nigga. I look over one last time, and the kid's glaze has not moved from my face. He looks at me, raises his hand. Yeah, you, what do you want? Excuse me?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and explain this to y'all now.
I know there are some of you who watched part one and have context to this story. I also know that there are some of you who don't, so I'm just gonna recap this story really quickly. However, I do suggest that you watch part one as you'll understand this video more, and I do think it's a very funny video, personally.
Good, huh?
You know, your choice. Bro, I'm not watching your video. So basically, because of my slipping grades, my mom restricted my phone to only work during school hours. But since that was the case, I could no longer watch spicy videos. So I resorted to screen recording said videos in class and enjoying them at home with no Wi-Fi. But eventually that became too risky, and my mom found out that I was using hella data, and she told me to leave my phone and my school Chromebook downstairs. But me being the crackhead I was for it at the time, I devised a
Look at
plan to
Devin,
still
sorry
be
to
able
chat
to
with me.
watch spicy videos. I'm not gonna make this too long, but for more details, watch part one. Dog,
think
I'm
he
not
meant to say that
watching
he's
your
a funny
video,
suspect.
man.
Let me get my run, bro. Should we back out?
As I said in the last video, my friend Ben had given me a burner phone because I needed a phone to run my YouTube
Ah,
channel
wait,
at
hold
the
up.
time.
Let
And
me make
because
a-
of my bad grades, my mom kept putting restrictions on my main phone. But the burner didn't have data, and I couldn't connect it to Wi-Fi at home because if I did, I'd get caught. So I'd go to school, pull up a spicy video on my main phone, and send the link to my Chromebook. I'd then put that link into a link to MP4 video file converter, download the video, use a file transfer app to move the video from my Chromebook to my main phone. The reason I couldn't send it to the burner was because it was too old and incompatible. Then I'd airdrop the spicy video from the main phone to my burner, go home, leave my main phone and my Chromebook downstairs as my mom instructed, and then I'd have fully downloaded spicy videos on my burner to watch with no Wi-Fi at home. That was the plan that I had come up with, and I went to sleep that night fully confident in said plan. So fast forward to the next day, and it's time to run it. I go into class, sit down in the back, and it was on. I pop in an AirPod and pull up a video on my main phone under my desk and prepare to download it. Now, this video was interesting in particular because the girl introed it like a vlogger or something. She said, and I quote, "Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be blah 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 blah." I just remember finding that funny. I take the video and copy the link and send it to my Chromebook. I look at the link on the Google Doc and I'm like,
oh, this nigga Josh motivated, man. Like, why the fuck is he still walking to the door?
Because if I open the link to this video, it's gonna pop up full screen as I open a new tab. And I do gotta say, hiding a phone screen is significantly easier than hiding a Chromebook screen. Hey! I look up and see my teacher on the other side of the room. Once again, I was on the back, so I decided to make my mute. I double check that my computer is on mute. I open the link, and right as it opens full screen, I realize I just made a terrible mistake. Because I do something on my back end, it was my shivers because I realized I didn't even have to open the link. I could have just copied it. I'm making mistakes. I'm too nervous. I close the Chromebook, take a deep breath, and calm down. I regain my footing. I close the spicy video tab that I was stupidly open. I look up, and my teacher's preoccupied. So I copy the link into my Google Doc, put it through my link to MP4 video file converter. I look up again, and my teacher's still preoccupied. So I proceed and download the video. The hard part is almost over. I then pull up my phone and open my file transfer app. I go to transfer the spicy video. So what you got going on over here, Yo-Yo? You know, you never really think about how precious life is until you're on the verge of death. I only say that because the speed that my heart was beating could not have been safe, bro. Like, if it was jumping any harder, I'd be jumping at a Juice WRLD concert. I look up and my teacher is in my face, but he's on the other side of the laptop, so I can't tell if he knows what's on the screen right now, but I'm too paralyzed in fear to close the tab. The tab that has the thumbnail of the spicy video on it. I also don't want to make any sudden moves because he'll think I'm hiding something, so I tell him, what do you mean? What do I got going on right now? Well, I mean, I just said we're going to be watching a movie and I asked you to turn off the light, but you clearly seem preoccupied right now. So I'm just wondering, what is it? I'm getting caught. I know I'm getting caught because my thoughts have the echo effect on it. Well,
that's fucking crazy, bro.
Might as well glance at the thumbnail one last time. Yo, huh? If I catch you again, I'm writing you up. Close the Chromebook and pay attention. He reaches over and turns off the light and... oh my gosh, I made it out. I closed my laptop and the only thing I'm thinking is... I got to see it through, bro. But I need to move carefully because now my teacher is paying attention to me. If I fold, I'm compromised. This situation is more on the ropes than Hannah Baker. I lean back, take the Chromebook, open it in my book bag, and transfer the video to my main phone. And then I close it. I'm now on the last step. I see the video on my main phone. All I have to do is airdrop it to my burner. I look up at my teacher, nothing. I click airdrop, and I finish. I really did it. I turn off my phone, lean back in triumph. I close my eyes in relaxation and... hello, everybody. I jolt up from my resting position. I look where the sound was coming from and I see this kid across the room staring straight daggers into my soul. Hey, whoever that was, turn it off now. My teacher yells. I grab my phone, look down and realize I airdropped this video to a random nigga, and I know that he knows that it's a spicy video because it was the same freaking YouTube blogger mukbang smasher pass ass intro, and the shorty was wearing nothing in the video. I look over one last time and the kid's glaze has not moved from my face. He looks at me, raises his hand. Yeah, you, what do you want? Excuse me? Can I use the bathroom? He gets up and leaves. And I'm just there with no idea what to do. I didn't get in trouble because bro never snitched. He just got up and left. I sit back in my chair and wonder, what just happened? To be honest, the video I was trying to download was a one. So who knows? I might have put bro on. I hope you strive to not be as down bad as I was as a kid, bro. Just Just don't.
Sure she loving my jokes. I'm about to be in the throat. Up in the scope. Put him in a pack and light it up. Whoa. Turn up. Try to give more shots
I
than
got
Turner.
13 in one day of playing, bro.
Just worry about giving them more shots with my burner. I'm in the spot and I look at the people. Everything I'm doing is all illegal. From my wrist, I feel like I'm zero. Shooting more clicks in the air. Cap a new nigga like every week.
So,
I get
bro, I
through fours. I
promise
feel
you,
like
after
I'm
this
shout
one
out to
game, you're
White.
gonna hit level
Everyone know
4.
you're talking to giant. I'm the one to start up on the fight and I'm packing the weight. Give a fuck about a diet. I stand up on money. I'm tall as a titan. I gain a weight. I'll be the one that they bite. Whoa, I'm about to go. You niggas hoes. They go slow like such a pro. Pull up the pole. Stop him out with a pack of my soul. Knuckleheaded nigga, I be a pro. Sure she left my jokes. I'm about to be in the throat. I'm in the scope. Put him in that pack and let it up. Whoa.
Ah, the Philippines. We only had 6 days here, but
The whole time because that shit was risky. At any moment, my AirPod could just die and I'd be like, okay, class, who can describe the meaning of this Albert Einstein quote on the book?
We end up matching.
Yo.
Vicious.
Spicy videos. Content that
Oh, this that 7-2 shit. Fuck out of here. Hit the ball, dickhead.
hey, your internet box isn't working anymore, so I guess that's why
happened?
video
Yeah,
pause.
you got
But
a
I got
pop
you.
straight dunk,
Don't worry.
nigga.
I'll fix it.
Off the tip.
Yeah, different.
It works. My guy, can you stop beating your spicy videos? Content that almost any man can watch, appreciate, and in some cases pay for, but would disown their daughter if they participate in the production. Double stand. Well, if you watch some of my other videos, you know that I didn't start watching spicy videos till much later on in my life, around mid to late high school, to be exact. And that's because I didn't have a phone for most of my school career. Years prior, my mom had given me a BlackBerry, and
Niggas been locked in this
have
season,
phones
bro.
come a
Niggas be
long
coming out
way
with full
since then.
phones.
And on that phone, she caught me looking at some pretty scandalous pictures, so she took it for 2 years, cutting me off from all the spicy content that the internet had to offer. And at the time, that was it. She nipped it in the bud. For 2 years, I kind of just forgot about that stuff. There was no way I could access it. Fast forward a couple years, though, and my mom gives me an iPhone. And almost as soon as the phone touched my hands, the memories of all the things I had looked up on my old phone rushed in my head. And sure enough, I was right back to enjoying that spicy content that day. And just like that, 2 years of work was just undone. She thought she had made an innocent man out of me, but what she didn't realize was, once a man crosses that line, it's too late. There's no return. Teach him not.
What I call you, Josh? Check
For
that.
knowledge of existence shall cause.
So that's your new builder?
Albert Einstein, 1764. But this smartphone was significantly different than my BlackBerry. I could do things I couldn't even dreamed about on it. I could watch videos, save links, and screen record. In other words, I was about to be beating harder than Jared from Subway in a school zone.
Are you dead ass? Oh my
What?
god.
Yo, did you really think that joke was going somewhere? Bro, grow up. I changed my ways. I don't like kids anymore. Is that EDP? So this took place during my senior year in high school. Fun fact, this is the year I actually started taking YouTube seriously, but that wouldn't be until the school year started. This point in the story is still taking place in the summer before that year had started. So since I had no purpose in life at this moment, all I did was watch anime, draw, and look at spicy videos. And that was about it. But fast forward into the school year, and one day one of those things, particularly the one that involved my meat, was made harder to do pause because my grades started to slip. And they slipped because I was pursuing YouTube and studying was becoming less and less of a priority for me. In response to my grades, my mom had blocked my phone from the internet and set the data to only work while I was at school from the hours of 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Those rules were put on to help me focus. But you wouldn't be watching this video right now if I didn't find workarounds. You know, rules are made to be broken. Like, I know you're not supposed to litter, but there's a reason there's more plastic in the ocean than there is in the Kardashians. So because of my phone restrictions, I couldn't watch spicy videos at home, but I could not just go without watching them, okay? I had been watching them all summer. I was in way too deep, but I mean, that was the only thing I could get deep into because I was a Virgo. And I also didn't get home, so I definitely had to find a way to get my fix. And that I did. What I would do is I would go to class because my data worked while I was at school because it was on that schedule. I'd pull up spicy videos on my phone and screen record them while in class. I'd even connect an AirPod and leave it in my book bag so the audio would record too. And then I'd watch the offline video at home on my phone at night. And that's how I enjoyed the content. The only problem was I would be stressed the whole time because that shit was risky. At any moment, my AirPod could just die and I'd be, okay, class, who can describe the meaning of this Albert Einstein quote in the book? Yo.
Got it.
Great answer. While this worked for a little while, things got complicated. My mom noticed I was using a good bit of data, because I was constantly streaming
Josh,
videos
what's
during
up,
school
bro?
hours, so she told me to leave my phone downstairs
Wait, why you
while
throwing
I
to
went
me?
to sleep, preventing me from enjoying the content that I had put so much effort into
we are
to
getting-
obtain, so I had to change my plan a bit. Well, around this time, I had actually gotten another phone from my boy Ben, because, as I've stated multiple times now, my grades really started to slip because of me pursuing YouTube, and my mom not being a fan of that would constantly take my phone because of my grades. But in order to run a successful YouTube channel, you kind of need a phone. So him being the GOAT of a friend that he is, he gave me this old iPhone 4S, and that was more than enough to run my channel. The only problem was that it didn't have a SIM card, so I could only connect it to the Wi-Fi to post on Instagram and YouTube at school, because if I connected at home, my mom would know a new device is on the Wi-Fi and I'd get caught. So there was no way I could watch spicy videos on my phone on the Wi-Fi at home. But you wouldn't be watching this video right now if I didn't find workarounds. Rules were made to be broken. Like, I know child labor is wrong, but last time I checked, most of us have iPhones, so a workaround was definitely possible. Hear me.
Where is he?
Around
I
that
think
time,
I
I had
got
also
him. Never
received
mind.
a personal Chromebook from the school. So with my main phone,
Oh, Josh, you
the
good, bro? I can't hear you.
Chromebook, backup phone, I devised a plan. Here it is. I would go to school where the data works on my main phone. I then look up a spicy video on my main phone, of course, copy the link and send it to my Chromebook. I then put it in a link to MP4 video file.
I'll get it, bro.
I download the spicy video on my Chromebook and transfer it back to my main phone using this wireless file transfer.
Bro.
Oh my, they're fucking boys.
Burner, because the burner was an older phone and wasn't compatible with the Chromebook. I then
Fucking
airdrop
sick, and
the
nobody can
downloaded video from my main phone to my burner, go home, leave my main phone and the Chromebook downstairs as my mom instructed, and there it is. I have fully
Bro, what is
spicy
up with your shit, bro?
burner without having to use the Wi-Fi
gotta
and getting caught by my mom.
Like-
at all. You may ask, what type of evil genius thinks of these things? And to that I answer, the name's 808. Yo, 808.
Alright, bro.
I'm disgusted too. Doing this was arguably harder than actually talking to real girls. This is actually crazy. But that was it. My plan was foolproof. Rock solid. I went to sleep that night fully confident that my plan would go off without a hitch and that I'd have all the spicy content that I wanted tomorrow. However, little did I know that the only thing that would be busting tomorrow was the very plan that I came up with.
Let me switch controllers.
As it unravels in a very terrible way. It gets bad. Stay tuned, part 2.
Hey, my flow is sick, it put a nigga in the ICU. You want beef, my sickle chop you like some Chinese food. I hit my target, I don't miss serves, that's high key. You get rocked like asteroids, I jack boys, where's Kylie's dude? I'm not the violent type, but you better not tell me, cause I can really cap a nigga like I press the shift key. You cannot see me. They said my goals are too far, they wouldn't reach me. I got the green and jump tight like Luigi. Bitch, I'm the best though. I aim my chopper at your noodle, nigga. Where's the pesto? I really run up on a bag and I'm getting my money, stick to it like Velcro. They said stop, I said hell no. I control my life, I pull the string just like a cello. There is no stopping me and I'm really just speaking honestly. These niggas cannot speak to me economically. Hugging a tree, protecting my green like I know ecology. I'ma stop the flexing cause I don't need these niggas robbing me. But no, if you do, I'm ready for war. I'll empty a clip quick, but you know that I got more. I'll step up on you like a Fitbit and leave you on the floor. Hey, yeah, I'll really leave you on the floor. No cap, this song tested the hell out of my diaphragm. I was running out of breath on these bars. Jeez.
It wasn't real. That's it?
Should never.
No. How could you? Tell me the truth. Wow. Is it true?
I wouldn't lie to you.
Whatever.
You can say it.
Followers, it's been a day. But it's not over. XOXO, Gossip Girl.
Nice call.
This story took place back when I was younger and living in South Carolina. My mom had a friend who was named Tanya, and she had 2 children, Darren and Peace. Every once in a while, we would all go to their house and stay the weekend, and while my mom spent time with Tanya, my brother and I would get into all kinds of shenanigans with her kids. And that we did. We would do things like fighting in the kitchen, fighting in the living room, playing video games, fighting in the bathroom, fighting in the backyard. We did not get along well, like at all. I'm sure most of you can pick this up from how I portray myself on the internet, but I was a little square as a kid. I literally just drew pictures and played Smash Bros. That's it. And well, you know, things change. Now, I'm a big square instead of a small square. I still don't do much. Darren and Peace, on the other hand, much tougher than my soft ass, and they definitely knew it. Like, they would get bored and bully us just because they knew we wouldn't do anything. Like, one morning I had woken up, went to the kitchen, and poured me a nice, delectable, crunchy bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Milk first, of course. Yeah, I'm gonna just give the cereal first people a chance to get upset. Hold the fuck! I take my correctly poured bowl of cereal, and right as I'm about to sit down and enjoy my food, my pants get yanked to the ground by Darren for everyone in the kitchen to bear witness. Straight silence. Out of shock, I look down at my pants on the ground, and my stomach starts to woo walk. It's turning so hard, but my pancreas couldn't get too sturdy because the silence gets broken by laughter. Darren, Peace, and to my surprise, my brother, and he's laughing the hardest of all. Okay, you got me. Bro, it's not that serious.
I had to do it because you didn't do it.
I realize my brother and everyone in the room is laughing a little too obnoxiously. Like, sure, it was funny, I guess, but pulling down my pants definitely did not warrant the response he was getting. There is no reason for my brother to be laughing like a broken catalytic converter. I get mad and decide to ignore everyone. I pull my pants up, and right before I can leave, I hear, "This nigga wears tidy whities, bro." What the fuck? This is the day, guys. This was the day I learned tidy whities weren't cool and that everyone's supposed to wear boxers. I was 12. How was I supposed to know that there were certain types of underwear that I could and could not wear? It does the same job, and this was way before I had even the slightest chance of getting any type of box, so no one but me was seeing them. I saw no issue in wearing them at all. And you know what the worst part of this is? Even my own brother didn't tell me that I was committing an international felony by wearing tidy whities, because lo and behold, every male in this house was wearing them. Where was the anyways, the day continues, but I'm annoyed, so I decide to play the Xbox, and they start to have a pillow fight. A fight that I definitely decided to skip out on out of anger and fear of getting pantsed again. So I'm playing the game, fully ignoring everyone. I try to calm myself down by looking at nothing but the TV screen. I'm fully focused on this game right now. But then I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look over, and a pillow with the structural density of a brick rams into my face. Someone literally walked up to me while I was doing nothing, tapped me on the shoulder, and folded me like a Motorola phone, man. I get up dizzier than a Bill Cosby party guest, and to my surprise, I see my brother holding a pillow with the mold of my face in it. And honestly, I've never felt more betrayed in my life. Like, not only did he laugh at me, not tell me about the underwear, but he also hit me. But that's not all. He then has the absolute gall to ask me, "Do you want to play?"
Damn, dog.
Sure, I'll play. I decide to play, but the only game I'm thinking about is the one that got interrupted by the brick in a pillowcase. So I'm going for blood in this pillow fight, man. I'm knocking heads. Oh! Oh! So we're playing and playing, but I still haven't gotten a chance to hit my brother back because obviously he knows I want to knock his cerebral cortex out of his skull. So he's avoiding me. I try for a good 30 minutes, but then someone gets the mess knocked out of them. I don't fully remember exactly what happened, but somebody hit somebody too hard, and now my brother and Darren were arguing. Even though he annoyed me, that's still my little brothers, and Darren is going in on him. So the only thing I'm thinking as his older brother is, now's my chance to get him back. I grab my pillow with 2 hands, I sneak behind him, twist my body all the way for maximum momentum. I channel my inner Chris Brown, and then I look down and see his loose pants around his waist. I think to myself, I could hit him, but I can actually do way worse. I drop my pillow, get down, grab his pants, and I yanked him down to his ankles. Straight silence. I'm fully expecting to laugh with everyone in the room, but I look up and I see tears coming from my brother's eyes. Confused, I look at everyone in the room and they just look shocked. Even more confused, I look down and in my hands, I see my brother's pants. And a pair of red boxers also in the pants. I look back at everyone in the room and they're looking at Khalil as if he was naked, but that's... He was not. I look right in front of me and see that he's wearing a Dora the Explorer pull-up diaper. My brother, 10 at the time, he peed the bed until he was like 12, so he had to wear these. I'm gonna expose myself too. I suck my thumb till I was a smooth 13. We all have old habits that we don't break for a while, but this was especially bad because he had just spent 30 minutes laughing about how I wore tidy whities. Meanwhile, he was wearing Dora the Explorer pull-up diapers, and he was in the middle of an argument with Darren. I try to pull up his pants, but the room erupts in laughter, man. I try to calm Darren and peace down, but I literally showed the whole room his fucking diaper, bro. Like, there was no turning back. I still haven't said anything to Khalil at this point. I turn around to talk to him, and I see nothing but pure rage in his face. If looks could kill, he'd be Ted Bundy, bro. But after glaring at me, he just runs away and goes to the room. And here's where I made a mistake, because I thought he was wallowing in self-pity in that room, but little did I know he was plotting his revenge. And man, did he get me back. But that's a story for another day.
Yeah, wrist got more rocks on it than the Flintstones. I keep a pole on the low like a limbo. I can't be with that bitch, she's a bimbo. Shoot a nigga in the face and pop his head like a pimple. Red beam headshot, I will never miss those. With an emo white shorty and she gave me crystals. Kim Jong-un flow, taking off like missiles. 808, I'm copping whips while you pushing rentals. I'm the GOAT, it's a reason to be arrogant. Wanted all the smoke, so a nigga steady airing it. I am in my bag, about to blow like a bomb from a terrorist. Treat that little bitch like a surrogate, speeding in the Tezzy, I'm speed racer. Ops in the dust, they can't chase us. Racks in the bank, but I'm not getting pay stubs. Came a long way from animating, I'm the acer, Nigga walking up to me like he wanna die. I'ma send him in the air, he ain't need to learn to fly. Put some cheese on his head, he's uncircumcised. If I see him, then he dead, got the Shinigami eyes, Chop and make you dance, then I pop locks. Run up in your crib, bitch, the block's hot. My shorty keeps a Nina tuck, can't wear crop tops. I'ma use my toes to turn a nigga to a Pop-Tart, Yeah, is you ready to die though? New Smith & Wesson got some shells for my rivals. I will never stop until my peers are my idols. Bitch, I keep the Mac, I can't fuck with an iPhone. Wrist got more rocks on it than the Flintstones. I keep a pole on the low like a limpo. I can't be with that.
Bro, how did you miss a roach?
I didn't miss, he dodged. There is an astute difference.
Well, he's now astutely under the couch.
That's not how you use the word.
Man, you're scary as hell. Just give me the damn slide and I'll kill it. You get too shook.
Well, there's your chance to kill it. He's right there. What's up? I'd step on a small human before I step on a big roach. Observe. Come on, just let me prove a point. But yeah, roaches are mad intimidating and also harmless. They don't bite, they can't sting you, spray you. They don't have any crazy defense mechanism other than just being disgusting, and some of them can fly. And that's very effective because they still remain one of the scariest and most unsettling bugs in the game. I'm not stepping on a roach, bro.
You, hey, step on this roach or your mom gets it.
Shit, it was open, bro?
Okay, that was an exaggeration. To me, a roach isn't scary unless it hides. Man, I'll smack the sonic rings out of a roach in the open. No, hesitation. But as soon as that hoe goes behind a picture, I'm out for the count because now he has options. Like if a roach crawls under a picture frame, he can stay indefinitely and days later I forget and move it. That's my ass. He can crawl in any direction and I have no way of telling. That's my ass. I can drop a nuclear bomb on the house, go back, and this nigga is still there. That's my ass. They can survive nuclear warfare, by the way. The second a roach has the ability to get the drop on me, I'm tapping out before he can. But any competent human being can kill a roach in the open. Or so I thought. One day I was chilling with one of my old roommates' little brother. We'll name him Jaden. We're just chilling on the couch playing Super Smash Bros. And when you play this game, especially against someone good, your eyes are glued to the screen because it's a game of reaction time. So it wasn't until after the game when we saw it. The small dog-sized roach that crawled from under the couch. And I feel like roaches can tell when they've been spotted because bro just stops in his tracks and just looks at us. Almost as if we're sitting on his couch, but he's out in the open. Man, I'll smack the sonic rings out of a roach in the open. No hesitation. This is my couch. It wasn't my couch, but it's the principle. I'm not about to get little bro'd by a poverty beetle. So I slowly take off my slide. I take aim for the roach. I swing, and this nigga weaves my shit. Okay, here we go. I got this from IKEA, prestige condition. Should I deliver the couch or do you got it? I have never seen a roach dodge before. This dude's reaction time was impeccable, but he didn't stop there. He then proceeds to try to crawl on my hand. Okay, I'm gonna just flip the pedals real quick. Do you want the TV too, or no? Okay. Bro, the fear that entered my body when this roach dodged my slide and then went to crawl on my arm. I had to get out and fast. I looked for the fastest route to safety and I run to the couch and the roach, hold up, this is now a person, this is not a bug, I'm naming him. I run to the couch and Demetrius, what's up, climbs back under the couch and me and Jaden are just left there scared because you can't just let a roach live. You have to kill it.
Bro, how did you miss a roach?
I didn't miss, he dodged. There is an astute difference.
Well, he's now astutely under the couch.
That's not how you use the word.
Man, you're scary as hell. Just give me the damn slide and I'll kill it. You get too shook.
Well, there's your chance to kill it. He's right there. What's up? As we're talking, the roach crawls from under the couch and onto the wall, almost as if to check us for talking crazy. But in his arrogance, he made a mistake. He's now in the open and he's on a wall with nothing on it. All Jaden has to do is hit him. He takes my slide and slowly approaches the roach and throws the shoe at the roach, and obviously it bounces off the wall and the roach falls behind the couch. Why? He literally had the perfect opportunity to kill the roach. All he had to do was hit it. Jaden says the reason he didn't hit it was because he didn't want the roach to land on the couch. So he threw the slide and missed the roach and it hit the couch and fell behind. The roach crawls under the couch and now we're back to square one. But now I'm mad at Jaden.
Yo.
Your voice makes me want to throw a blunt object at you.
Bro, come on. I'm sorry. I got scared, okay? We'll just get it next time we see it, and we just gotta keep an astute eye.
We astutely don't know where the roach is.
That's not how you use the word. Yo, come on, chill, okay? Just give me the slide. We'll wait for it.
We wait at the wall in agonizing silence, and eventually the roach crawls on the wall, and this time, no couch. All Jaden has to do is hit the roach on the wall with the slide. He walks up, but I realize he doesn't have the slide in his hand. He's about to do something stupid, but before he can even reach, he grabs the towel off the floor, and this stupid nigga hits the roach with the towel and flings it into the kitchen. He just does not want this hoe to die. And now the roach is in the kitchen, and there are so many hiding spots in the kitchen. I go to the kitchen, and we're all like scared, lifting things out of fear that the roach will hop at us. I look at the kitchen counter, and I turn around, and I swear to God that this story is true. The roach was impaled on a fork that was on the counter. When Jaden flung it, he slid across the living room and landed on the fork. Like how? How? And this nigga has the audacity to start celebrating like he did something. All my life, while Jaden did do this, there's no way his scary ass did it on purpose. Yeah, we threw that fork away, but afterwards went back to the game and laughed and had an astute rest of the day. I know, that's not how you use the word.
All nights I ain't get sleep. I've been in my bag low key. Chop and kick a nigga rock bleed. Ops better worry about me. Niggas say they goons, I'm a demon. Throw 1, 2, leave a fuck nigga leaking. I can't fuck that hoe because she be three shit. Leave on my block, I be leaving a vegan. 2-seater and I drunk the roof. Hot nigga, cold cash blue. 808, I gotta see it through. Chop a nigga meet the rule. This year I'm getting a milli. My Smith got you right, your will and you fresh from Philly. These niggas know that I'm really. I'ma shut down the whole city. Yeah. 808, I just be geeking. Watch how you speak it. If it's a party next door, I'ma pull out my drink and then fuck up the weekend. He think he real, but I know that I'm feeling. Slide on the beat, niggas know I deliver. I'm on her face like an Instagram filter. Get it, go platinum to match with the silver. All nights I ain't get sleep. I've been in my bag low key. Chop and kick a nigga rock bleed. Ops better worry about me. Niggas say they cool, so I'm a demon. Throw 1, 2, leave a fuck nigga weekend. I can't fuck that hoe because she be treating shit. Beef on my back, I be leaving the vegan. Greatest them niggas be fooling in Vegas. Step to these bitches, we drilling in paces.
Get cheesy at Red Robin with our new cheesy bacon fondue. Some dip, some dunk, some douse. Dive in before it disappears.
Dad, I panic and start climbing up his leg, and this guy kicks me off of him, like hard. He kicked me into the water like he wanted a baptism and an abortion for the price of one. Summoned all the strength in my muscles to try to flip over, but then swimming is interesting, to say the least. Like, you can go from swimming for fun to swimming for your own survival so quickly. Like, when you go into a pool, you either come out soaking wet with your hand in a bowl full of chlorine-soaked Cheetos because your brother wasn't patient enough to dry his hands, or you come up with some swole, hairy 35-year-old man in red trunks repeatedly applying immense levels of pressure to your diaphragm. It's just so easy to off yourself while swimming, and drowning is one of, if not the most agonizing and painful way to clock out of life. Yet niggas willingly do it for fun. And I'm niggas, I love swimming, bro. Most of my childhood was spent doing it. I remember this one time I went to a pool with my family. My brothers were in the water, and I was just chilling holding the edge. Now, I don't remember if it was my dad or my granddad that came up to me, but for the sake of the story, I'm just gonna say my granddad. He swims up to me and says,
"You do know how to swim, right?"
To which I say no, and then he looks at me almost as if I'm lying, and he says,
"Boy, you know how to swim."
Like I just said no, why would I cap about that? It took a while, but once I convinced him that I can barely doggy paddle on a good day, he offers to teach me how to swim. Now this pool went pretty deep, but we stay on the shallow side. My granddad holds my back and teaches me how to float and swim backwards, and the whole time we're just joking and laughing. This was a genuine bonding moment.
Okay, fine.
But then...
Yeah, just like that, yo. And remember, if you stop moving and arch your back, you float. Need help? Oh, okay. How about we try the deep end? But look at you. You're swimming right now. I promise you, it's not as bad as it
Don't ever come with that intensity ever again, my nigga.
Yo, I know you're scared, but I promise you, if you go there, nothing's going to happen. You trust me, right?
Hello?
Yeah,
I believe in you, but you don't need to go if you don't want to. I just know you can do it. You still want to go?
And after hearing these words of encouragement, I think of all the fun we had today, and he's my granddad. He has nothing but my best interest in mind. I think about this, and then... So he drags me to the deep end of the pool anyways, and as I said earlier, this pool went deep as 8 feet, and I was definitely under 8 feet. You swim differently when you know you can stand up and be cool. So he takes me to the far end of the pool, and I look down, and I can't even see the bottom, it was so deep. But my granddad reassures me that he got me. He still puts his hand under my back, and I'm just swimming.
See? Yo, look, you're doing it.
Yeah, you know what? This isn't that bad, thanks.
Yeah.
But hey, why were you so adamant about taking me to the deep side of the pool anyways?
Oh, because you're swimming bad.
I'm what?
Swim, yo.
I can't swim.
Oh, you're swimming.
But I can only doggy paddle on a good and he just lets go of me, and of course, I sink like a rock. I forget all of the form and technique that this dude has been cramming into my head for the past 45 minutes. All of that space in my brain is just being replaced with chlorine and lukewarm water.
Wait.
Hey, Hey, yo, this tastes like piss. After being submerged into water, I immediately think, where's the lifeguard, Navy SEAL? Call everyone. Out of panic, I open my eyes and look up at my granddad. He doesn't even look worried. He just looks disappointed, and I can tell he has zero intention of helping me. And this is why I can't figure out if my granddad did this or my dad did this. Like, my granddad loves me, right? Like he's caring. He's an ex-Navy SEAL and a preacher. Bro was supposed to be nice and shit. My dad, he hit me with objects, so I don't really run it by him. But that nigga can't swim, so it has to be my granddad. I panic and start climbing up his leg, and this guy kicks me off of him, like hard. He kicked me into the water like he wanted a baptism and an abortion for the price of one. I try to push myself through the water to reach the shallow end, but I realize I am way too far to reach it. I'm not gonna make it. There was still a good 15 feet. I summoned all the strength in my muscles to try to flip over, but then my arms give out and my legs stop moving. And I just see white. My body starts to float, and I can hear faint ad-libs from a Pop Smoke concert.
Baby, welcome to the party.
Huh? Woo, did I die? I keep floating. I reach out to him, but then
See, when you stop moving and arch your back, you float, yo-yo. Good job. I knew you could do it.
After traumatizing me, my granddad says good job and swims away. I swim to the wall, and ever since then, hey, I'm a pretty decent swimmer. Like, I swim to my brothers and I enjoy the rest of the pool day, and it was nice. That Pop Smoke concert did seem fun. It'll be my time to go one day.
You bet suck a chain, cause you know I'ma rip that. I break 'em off like a Kit Kat. I'm off the throne like a wig snatch. My chopper loaded, that shit got some kickback. I'm copping the Tesla, you whipping the Lexus. I'm in the cups like tetanus, laying nigga down in a block cause I like playing Tetris. Silver, you niggas can find me. I got a cap like a bottle to sign me. My niggas walk around with the slugs on them like they part of the sign me. You said he talking, my nigga, the fuck is you getting at?
Swimming is interesting, to say the least. Like, you can go from swimming for fun to swimming for your own survival so quickly. Like, when you go into a pool, you either come out soaking wet with your hand in a bowl full of chlorine-soaked Cheetos because your brother wasn't patient enough to dry his hands, or you come up with some swole, hairy 35-year-old man in red trunks repeatedly applying immense levels of pressure to your diaphragm. It's just so easy to off yourself while swimming, and drowning is one of, if not the most agonizing and painful way to clock out of life, yet niggas willingly do it for fun. And I'm niggas, I love swimming, bro. Most of my childhood was spent doing it. I remember this one time I went to a pool with my family. My brothers were in the water, and I was just chilling, holding the edge. Now, I don't remember if it was my dad or my granddad that came up to me, but for the sake of the story, I'm just gonna say my granddad. He swims up to me and says,
"You do know how to swim, right?"
To which I say no, and then he looks at me almost as if I'm lying, and he says,
"Boy, you know how to swim."
Like I just said no. Why would I cap about that? It took a while, but once I convinced him that I can barely doggy paddle on a good day, he offers to teach me how to swim. Now, this pool went pretty deep, but we stay on the shallow side. My granddad holds my back and teaches me how to float and swim backwards, and the whole time we're just joking and laughing. This was a genuine bonding moment for us. But then...
Yeah, just like that, yo. And remember, if you stop moving and arch your back, you float. You need help?
Nah.
Oh, okay. How about we try the deep end?
Nah.
But look at you. You're swimming right now. I promise you, it's not as bad as it looks. Come on.
Nah.
Yo, I know you're scared, but I promise you, if you go there, nothing's going to happen. You trust me, right?
Yeah, of course.
I believe in you, but we don't need to go if you don't want to. I just know you can do it. You still want to go?
And after hearing these words of encouragement, I think of all the fun we had today, and he's my granddad. He has nothing but my best interest in mind. I think about this, and then, nah. So he drags me to the deep end of the pool anyways, and as I said earlier, this pool went deep as 8 feet, and I was definitely under 8 feet. You swim differently when you know you can stand up and be cool. So he takes me to the far end of the pool, and I look down, and I can't even see the bottom it was so deep. But my granddad reassures me that he got me. He still puts his hand under my back and I'm just swimming.
See? Yo-Yo, look, you're doing it.
Yeah, you know what? This isn't that bad, thanks.
Yeah.
But hey, why were you so adamant about taking me to the deep side of the pool anyways?
Oh, because you're swimming back.
I'm what?
Swim, Yo-Yo.
I can't swim.
Oh, you're swimming.
But I can only doggy paddle on a goat, and he just lets go of me, and of course, I sink like a rock. I forget all of the form and technique that this dude has been cramming into my head for the past 45 minutes. All of that space in my brain is just being replaced with chlorine and lukewarm water. Wait. Hey, yo, this tastes like piss! After being submerged into water, I immediately think, where's a lifeguard, Navy SEAL? Call everyone! Out of panic, I open my eyes and look up at my granddad, and he doesn't even look worried. He just looks disappointed, and I can tell he has zero intention of helping me. And this is why I can't figure out if my granddad did this or my dad did this. Like, my granddad loves me. Right? Like he's caring. He's an ex-Navy SEAL and a preacher. Bro was supposed to be nice and shit. My dad, he hit me with objects, so I don't really run it by him. But that nigga can't swim, so it has to be my granddad. I panic and start climbing up his leg, and this guy kicks me off of him, like hard. He kicked me into the water like he wanted a baptism and an abortion for the price of one. I try to push myself through the water to reach the shallow end, but I realize I am way too far to reach it. I'm not gonna make it. There was still a good 15 feet. I summoned all the strength in my muscles to try to flip over, but then my arms give out and my legs stop moving. And I just see white. My body starts to float and I can hear faint ad-libs from a Pop Smoke concert. Baby, welcome to the party. Huh? The woo, did I die? I keep floating, I reach out to him, but then
See, when you stop moving and arch your back, you float, Yo-Yo. Good job. I knew you could do it.
After traumatizing me, my granddad says good job and swims away. I swim to the wall, and ever since then, hey, I'm a pretty decent swimmer. Like, I swim to my brothers and I enjoy the rest of the pool day, and it was nice. That Pop Smoke concert did seem fun though. It'll be my time to go one day.
You best suck a chain, cause you know I'ma rip that. I break them off like a Kit Kat. I'm off the throne like a wig snatch. My chopper loaded, that shit got some kickback. I'm copping the Tesla, you whipping the Lexus. I'm in
This is your door or window sensor. Its purpose is to indicate to your Cove panel whether or not the door or window it monitors is open or closed. You should put one of these on every outside door that leads in and out of the home. Adding window sensors to ground level windows that can be accessed by an intruder adds an additional level of protection to your home. Due to moisture, we do not recommend installing these on bathroom windows.
Man, that was late. Jesus Christ.
It took a while, but once I convince him that I can barely doggy paddle on a good day, he offers to teach me how to swim. Now this... And the laughter gets louder and louder. I gotta get out of here, but I can't make it look like I'm running because these niggas will definitely chase me. The group couldn't have been more than 10 feet away from me, so I sling my book bag over my shoulder, but before I could take my first step to walk away... Contrary to popular belief and also contrary to
Cap articles written about me.
I am the tallest person in my immediate family. 6'3", 215 pounds. I'm a big dude, and since late middle school, that has always been the case. And because of that, I never really had to deal with hand-me-downs. You know, clothes that have been tattered and dirtied by family members bigger than you and have no business being worn by anyone. But since your parent doesn't want to buy more clothes, they're given to you as gifts. And if you don't wear them with a smile on your face, you will be vibe checked by your dad's leather belt. I was blessed enough to not have to deal with that, as no one my age in my family was bigger than me. Until one of my cousins hit a little growth spurt. How much did he grow? This nigga grew to like 6'1" in middle school. Like, bro, dude, my guy, what are they feeding you and how is it FDA approved? Anyways, I remember entering the 7th grade, and instead of taking me shopping for school clothes like we did every year, my mom gave me this dusty garbage bag of old clothes from my cousin. And this bag definitely didn't have anything I would personally wear, but I figured my cousin is a pretty cool dude, so if he wore the clothes in the bag, so could I. So I reach in and get the most basic fit I could find. Jeans and a polo shirt. It's not gonna turn heads.
Oh my gosh, is that shirt new? You look so...
But at least it won't turn heads.
Boy, if you don't get the fuck...
Like, you gotta be really creative to roast something as basic as a polo shirt and jeans. So I put these on and head to school. I get there, do my morning classes. Cool. I go to lunch, grab my food, and walk to my table, but then... Hey, yo! I hear a random, abrupt burst of laughter coming from the table right behind me. I look and see a group of kids losing it at the table, but we're in a school cafeteria. It's hella kids everywhere. They could be laughing at something or someone else. Of course, the thought of them actually laughing at me crossed my mind, but there was no way to tell, so I didn't think about it. I finish my food, go on about my day, I get a couple classes done, and head down the hallway on the way to recess, and I see the same group of kids. I walk by them, and again, the group just erupts in laughter. Damn. I stop dead in my tracks. I feel butterflies in my stomach. I start to sweat. No, crying. Any type of fluid that can come out of my face does so. My book bag feels twice as heavy as it did before. I'm nervous because now I know they're laughing at me because there is no one else in the hallway, but I'm confused. Why me? What could possibly be so funny? I don't know these guys, and all I'm doing is walking, and I'm only wearing a polo shirt and jeans. How do you clown that? So I know it can't possibly be the clothes, but before I can really register what's happening, I then hear a sound that's much worse than the laughter. I hear footsteps, and the laughter gets louder and louder. I gotta get out of here, but I can't make it look like I'm running because these niggas will definitely chase me. The group couldn't have been more than 10 feet away from me, so I sling my book bag over my shoulder, but before I could take my first step to walk away, my binder falls out of my bag. But that's not the bad part. In middle school, I used to make origami in class because I get bored, and that just helped me focus. Bro, I look down and I see my open binder on the floor with like 25 ninja stars around it, man. And this was before niggas like Naruto, so this was considered mad weird. Man, these niggas roasted me, man. I can't hear what they're saying because my heart beating at Mach 5 speeds is too loud, but by the way that they're laughing, I'm getting roasted harder than Hiroshima. I feel sick picking up these ninja stars, man. Each roast felt like a genuine punch to the face. And if we stick to the metaphor, I was getting jumped. I ignore them. Well, I try. I grab my stuff and dip as fast as possible. Still not knowing why they were laughing at me, though, because they were laughing before I dropped my binder, so it wasn't that. I'm embarrassed, but I keep it pushing, avoiding the group when I can. Fast forward to the end of the day, and this girl that I had a crush on for a brick walks up to me. I don't freak out, though, because I was expecting this. Not because my great looks were going to attract her eventually, but because earlier that day she had asked me to draw a picture of her boyfriend for his birthday. Then I did it. She walks up to me, looks both ways as if she's scared to be seen talking to me, and tells me, yo, don't ever wear those jeans again. I hand her the drawing and she dips. Personally, I don't understand why she said that. I mean, I didn't realize wearing boot-cut jeans with embroidered legs and pockets with a pants chain was such a sin. Hey, man. hey, man. I thought the little pants chain was cool, okay? I figured if my cousin wore it, I'd be fine. I don't have a sense of fashion, nigga. Yeah, I learned my lesson and threw the jeans away immediately. But as I'm looking at the closed bin, the thought crosses my mind. Why the fuck did my cousin have those in the first place?
Pull up in a bit, get away, you know I really wanna pop shit. Hit a nigga with a stick, for the 1 + 5 6. Nigga shit so I try stick. Sweaty niggas wanna be me, yeah, but you're fitted, I knock off your beanie. I'm making money, other niggas sleeping. I'm taking off for your nigga be geeking. I bet you miles mine, so the Grammy like Macklemore. I wanna get all the money and stack it. A 40 gon' clap a nigga like I'm dapping up. I see you capping on mic, take a wrap it up. I'ma pull up in the caddy, you sliding her DMs, I'm sliding her addy. Myra's on froze like I need you to tag me. If she gonna post, you better not tag me. Pull up in a bit, get away, you know I really wanna pop shit. Hit a nigga with a stick, for the 1 + 5 6. Nigga shit, so I try stick.
Once you get a taste of this, nothing else tastes as good.
XOXO.
Go to lunch, grab my food, and walk to my table, but then, hey, yo!
Reach the Death Star we must, or great destruction will reach the universe.
So you're saying we need to destroy the Death Star before it destroys us? How do we reach it? Yeah. How do we reach it, Master Yoda? Yoda. Listen here, you testicle head having
Sir, it says it's a light year away. It'll take 2 weeks.
2 weeks, you say? Okay, troops, to the Death Star.
Right.
All right, sounds good. Sir? Yeah, what's up? We reached the Death Star, but it seems to already have been destroyed. Oh, didn't I tell you? I did it like a week ago. A week ago? How did you get here so fast? I just took the Houston Highway. How did you get to space in a car? Niggas drive really fast in Houston.
Alright, bitch.
It's no secret that I've been gone for a little while, and that's because I decided to go to Houston for a month and some change, mainly to build a backlog of videos, hire a team, and just to re-up on my discipline. No phones, no social media, nothing. And because of this, I had the pleasure of sharing the road with Houston drivers. Houston drivers will swear to the heavens that they aren't aggressive, but that's cap. I know that's cap because anyone who isn't an aggressive driver in Houston is dead. All of the passive drivers got hit by these Paul Walker Mario Kart ass drivers. You either adapt and become aggressive or you die. But wait, all isn't lost, okay? If you stumbled across this video, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to drive your Nissan Altima like a Hellcat. I'm gonna tell you what to look out for. Don't switch lanes. Some people will hit you before they let you in a lane, bro. There was this one time I drove to my boy Wyatt and Feek's crib, and I'm just chilling, you know, me and a regular passive driver. I look over, see an empty lane, and think, okay, I'ma just slide in here. I turn on my blinker, grab the wheel, and casually look out of my mirror again, and I just see this Jeep breaking the sound speed barrier. Luckily, I was able to get my car back in the other lane before this nigga Beybladed my economy car with his tank in a reasonable time. That time being 0.5 seconds, and I'm back in the lane thinking, who sees a nigga turn on his blinker and speeds up? He probably wanted to get past me so he didn't have to be behind me in the lane, but he was nowhere near me, and there are like 3 other lanes. People like this make me want to get a bike, neon spandex, and just ride in the main road on the wrong side. It just feels like the only way to not get vibe checked by a 4-door SUV is just to stay in one lane and not do anything. Actually, just go on the highway. Actually, Just don't drive. Just don't drive. Wyatt, my friend from earlier, literally whips the highway like he whips on the main road, because on both, he'll go 60 miles an hour, swerve lanes like nobody's business, go 70 miles an hour, not let off the gas on turns, go 80 miles an hour. Bro, he whips 2-lane neighborhood streets like 4-lane toll roads. With people like him, not even your house driveway is safe.
Fuck, I was gonna hit triangle.
Okay. All right, off to the grocery store. Wait, am I dead?
What?
Snoop Dogg, you died? Shit, I don't even know. Yo, Jay Dizzy, I'm dead? Nah, you're just really high right now. Whoa. Damn.
Dude, I'm not even hitting.
Am I high right now? No, you left your house in Houston in a car. You're dead. Deader than me. Shit, at least the cross is in one piece. But welcome though. These aggressive drivers are just different. They don't even have to be driving fast to be dangerous to civilization as a whole. Like, it could even be on an intersection. I've seen people not creep up on turns, but put the whole hood of their car in the middle of the road before turning. Like, just have it, take it, go make this dangerous ass turn just to meet me at a red light. And I hate it when people do this, and then when you stop to look at them, they decide to put both hands on the wheel and look forward. Like, you clearly don't drive like... Niggas like this make me want to repeal the 13th Amendment. All in all, I died in Houston. Yep, never made it back to Austin. Adolf Hitler? You made it here? Well, I did kill Hitler. Huh. Well, I'll be damned. Yo, I've had it up to here with your nonsense. Well, that's still pretty low. So it's time to tell the story. Firing story. 3 videos have led up to this. How did I get fired from the job that didn't care that I almost got shot in the parking lot, attacked a customer, and lost $17,000? What did I do that was so bad that it warranted permanent termination? Well, let me tell you, this was around the time I had like 4,000 subscribers, and as you do when you ignore the advice of everyone in your life, get kicked out of your home and have to move into your friend's brother's room to pursue telling stories on the internet, I felt down. I was doubting my self-worth. And to fix this, what a therapist would suggest, or what I'm sure any sane person would do, is look themselves in the mirror and say nice things. What I do is the exact opposite. I look in the mirror and absolutely tear myself down, bro. Yo. You're a grown man sleeping in a closet. No college degree. You're working 40 hours a week for minimum wage in a futile attempt to grow a subpar YouTube channel. What are you doing with your life? 10 years from now, you're going to be in the same exact position. You waste of sperm. The logic is to make all of my problems apparent so I can guilt myself into being productive. And you know what? It worked, right? Like I'm here, right? Like, don't do the things that I do. So after eviscerating my self-esteem to the point where I'm still repairing it to this day, I started to really lock into my channel more than ever before. I'd go to work, animate on my lunch break, come home, animate, sleep for like 3 hours, wake up, take enough caffeine to make me worry about my remaining lifespan, go back to work, and then repeat. And because of this, I'd not only leave work exhausted, but I'd also go to work exhausted. Now, I'm sure it makes sense as to why I made all those dumb mistakes in those other videos. Dude, I'm half awake. So one day I show up for a 12-hour closing shift, and as I said earlier, I'd animate on my lunch breaks instead of eating. So I got a little hungry, and something other cashiers would regularly do if they're hungry and the store is dead is they'd grab food, scan it, and pay for it, basically selling it to themselves, which is against the rules, but you know, even managers did it, so water under the bridge. But I didn't because I'm a good employee. Sure, I lost $17,000. Sure, I assaulted a woman with a gallon of laundry detergent. But if my manager specifically tells me not to do something, I don't do it. Ah, nigga, feed me. So I grab a Hershey's bar, open it so I can eat it as I work. But right before I can scan and pay, this guy with like 3 carts of beer pulls up to my register mad fast. I ask him what all this is for, and he says that he's starting a beer company and this is gonna be his first stock. But it's a terrible idea because he's not buying it wholesale, but that's neither here nor there. I'm mad sleep deprived right now. So I start scanning this guy's mountain of beer, but as I'm scanning, my manager interrupts me and tells me that he wants to finish the order so we can make sure everything goes smoothly. So he sends me to go on a break. I grab my things and head to the break room. My break ends, my manager finishes the $7,000 order. 2 hours later, my shift ends and I go home. Fast forward a couple months and I'm at a register, you know, I'm just doing my thing, and I hear the intercom of the whole store turn on.
Yo.
Yeah, because I have no
I'm
way
gonna need you in the office right now.
I said this in the last video and I'll say it again. They never use the intercom to call people in unless it's very important. The last time they used this on me, I walked into a room full of cops. So after hearing this, my forehead starts to precipitate, bro. I'm just getting flashbacks of the last time this happened, but now I'm confused because what did I do? I honestly can't remember doing anything that warrants me being called over the intercom. So I walk to the office mad confused. I open the door and it's the same scene as last time. Several managers and one computer screen. I'm glad you're here to join us, Yo-Yo. We were reviewing the security tapes and found some very alarming footage of them. Have a seat. I sit down and they explain that they were reviewing the transaction of the guy with the beer, which is normal, you know. They usually review large transactions, but I didn't even do most of the scanning. My manager did, so I don't see why I need to be involved. They show me the footage, and then I see it. I grab a Hershey's bar, the guy comes, my manager replaces me, and I leave. I grab my phone, my water, and the Hershey's bar, and I dip without paying. The footage did not look good, yo. It even picked me up looking around before I grabbed the bar. Smooth. Looked like I stole it, but in actuality, I just forgot to pay. There was just a lot going on. I was very sleep deprived. I was sent away mid-transaction. I just looked at the open Hershey's bar on my register and I just assumed I paid for it. I would not steal. Like, why would I risk my entire job as a broke boy for 75 cents, bro? I don't got paper, but I at least got shreds. I sigh, look at my visibly angry managers. Yo, you know, we've done this too many times. Look, give me one reason why I shouldn't send you out of this building right now. That wasn't rhetorical. Give me an answer. Honestly, I almost lied. Like, I would rather blatantly lie about what was on the screen rather than explain my genuine mistake to these angry old people. But I explained the situation and, oh, okay, so you didn't steal the Hershey's bar. Yes, I promise, okay? Why would I steal that? It was an accident. I'm sorry. Thank you for understanding. This job is— You were just breaking the rules and paying for it yourself. Explain yourself. Water under the bridge. You know, Yo, I've had it up to here with your nonsense. Well, that's still pretty low. You're terminated and I need you to leave the premises now. And just like that, I was showed out by like 2 managers. Didn't even let me clock out or anything. Honestly, what's crazy to me is that it wasn't almost getting shot, attacking a customer, and losing $17,000 that fired me. It was 75 cents. Or maybe all of them combined.
You bet suck a chain cause you know I'ma rip that. I break them off like a Kit Kat. I'm out the door like a wig snatch. My chopper loaded, that shit got some kickback. I'm copping the Tesla, you whipping the Lexus. I'm in the cups like tetanus, laying nigga down in the block cause I like playing Tetris. The field where you niggas can find me, I got a cap like a bottle to sign me. My niggas walk around with the slugs on them like they part of the sign me. You steady talking, my nigga, the fuck is you getting at? I got some shooters and they said he walking, my nigga, I know I can get you whack. I'm about to shoot him, quarterstack, hop in the whip and I'm pouring that. I'm running drill like a quarterback, ain't you fitted, I'm pouring that. She wanna hit me, you know I'm ignoring that. Okay. Whip pack, shooters, you trash, basura. Big cheese, Gouda, check fat, Buddha. Running up with my shooters, man, know I'ma get him right. I got a red flag on me, Superman, but I won't see a kryptonite. Hey.
For the line crew and the go-getters, there's Grainger. Supplies and solutions for every industry, plus 24/7 support and over 250 local branches. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
So about a week ago, I watched a video that a YouTube animator posted, and this is an animator that I adore. No, idolize, no, worship. I mean, this person is like superior to everyone, and that person is Yo-Yo808. And then I watched a Swoozie video afterwards. No, but in that video that Swoozie posted, he talked about some L's that he's taken in his life, and at the end, tagged some creators to make the same video.
I think I should share in the L's. So I'm gonna tag some people. I'm gonna tag Alex Clark, Lord DIY. Let's tag
Yo-Yo808. Since Swoozie asked me, I will confess some L's that I have experienced in my life. So one day I'm working out, and this was during early COVID, so all the gyms were closed, and I was using a garage. This is actually the same garage that I brought that one girl to in my Tinder story. But before I start my workout, I peep that it's raining, so the leak in the ceiling caused a puddle to be in the middle of the floor. And I'm wearing slides and socks, so me not wanting to get anything wet, unlike the last time I was in the garage, I put a yoga mat over the puddle and go on about my business. So I begin my exercise, get a few reps in, and start pacing back and forth, hyping myself up for the next set. And adrenaline is up, bro. I got high energy music in my ears, enough caffeine to kill a baby elephant in my bloodstream. I'm about to kill it. On my walk back to the weights, I step on that mat to get to the bench. Zero traction, bro. I have never gone from standing vertical to being horizontal and 5 feet above the ground that quickly in my life, bro. It was painful, but the worst part was my body flung so violently from stepping on that mat that my phone flew out of my hand. That hole most definitely broke. Speaking of broke, the next story takes place around the time I had just started my channel. I didn't have a job yet, and I was still living in my mom's place, and her not being too keen on my decision to not go to college, live in her house rent-free, eat all of her food, so I can pursue drawing pictures on the internet. She took my phone. Now anyone knows to do this live off the internet stuff, you need to have a phone. So I go to one of my homies. Yo, Ben.
And I'm like, bro, Bill Gates is single now?
Ben.
How are you the CEO of Microsoft and you can't keep your girl? Like, I guess the company name fits.
Ben.
Like, bro.
Ben.
Yo, what's good, dog?
Bro, you have like 3 phones, right? Can I borrow one? My mom took mine, and you know, I need to run my channel.
Yeah, that's cool. This one is old, so it has some problems, but you can have it.
So my friend Ben, who for some reason always has like 2 or 3 phones on him, lets me use one of his old phones. So fast forward after that school year, I'm still using the phone, and I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, visiting my grandma's house. It's like 3 a.m., and I'm doing what all teenage boys do at 3 a.m. Making YouTube videos. And then I start watching the hustle. So I'm watching this one video, but then the screen freezes, but the audio keeps playing. So I'm trying to figure out how to fix it, but then my Bluetooth headphones disconnect. And I had my volume all the way up. So I start panicking. At this point, I'm pressing hella buttons. I'm touching the screen, trying to turn this thing off. I hold the power button, I see the slider to turn the phone off. So I slide, nothing. I slide again, and again, and again, and now I'm panicking because I'm at my very Christian grandma's house at 3 a.m. and there is a woman hitting Symphony 3 alto vibrato high notes out loud on my phone that I'm not even supposed to have. I have to think of something, and I have to think of it fast. So I decide to let the video finish and wait it out. I put like 2 pillows on the phone, 5 minutes pass, and it stops. I take off the pillows, and another video plays. Since when does the hub have autoplay? Better question, who has the stamina to watch it on autoplay? So I start frantically sliding the power slider on the screen, and after like 20 attempts, it finally slides. Oh no, not the power off slider. The SOS emergency call 91169 slider. A screen pops up saying it'll call the cops in 3 seconds. Keep in mind, a girl is still getting her insides rearranged out loud still. I try to press the cancel button, but my screen isn't working. My phone is about to Takashi me, bro. The timer starts. Oh, no. Stop, come on, please. Just work. No, wait.
Hello, 911. How may I take your order?
Hi, I'm sorry, but my phone screen won't work.
Hello? I can't hear you.
Hey, no, I'm good. Sorry, it's just my screen won't work.
Are you okay?
Another video plays on the phone.
Wait, what is that? Is this some type of joke?
Wait, how did you recognize the song?
I can send the police to your place right now.
Wait, no, you don't understand.
Yo, Jerry, this dude's watching the hub.
The what? Man, I swear these officers aren't turning these niggas into hashtags fast enough. Okay, it didn't exactly happen like that, but I'm positive the guy knew what was playing out loud in the background and wasn't a fan. But I try to explain in between strokes that my phone screen stopped working at a very compromising time and that I accidentally called, and eventually he gets it and hangs up. And I guess since my phone had a call, it like fixed, because when he hung up the phone, it started working again. And then I went right back to the video. That girl was going crazy. Back when I was in 6th grade middle school, I didn't know how to segue the topic. I was in PE, and my coach announced that we were gonna play basketball and that he was gonna separate us into multiple 4-man teams for a tournament. This was because only half of the gym was available because the drama club was like preparing for a play or something. So the coach began separating us into groups, and I'm selected to join the yellow jersey team. And when I put on that jersey, the looks on the faces of all the players on the yellow team lit up. They acted as if LeBron himself put on the jersey or something. Why? Well, I was one of the very few black kids in the gym, and I was the tallest on the team. Duh. So after fitting their fingers for their championship rings, my teammates welcomed me to the team. We get to the court and face the red jersey team.
I told you couldn't hide from me. But who am I? Guess again.
Coach throws the ball, one of my teammates hits it and passes it to me. Shocker. I see someone come from my right to try to block me. I get past them, I jump, I shoot. Money. All I did was a simple jump shot. It wasn't even a 3, but bro, the way that my team reacted, I might as well have crossed everyone on the team at the same time, waited at the goal for someone to block me, and then windmill under the leg, got front flip dunked on one of my opponents, like nuts in the face and everything. So the commotion my team was making obviously attracted other people to the gym. So everyone's watching this game. The other team has the ball. They're making their way down the court. They shoot, but miss. We rebound it. It gets passed to me. Shocker. I dribble, I jump, I shoot. The ball goes right out the front door, bro. The first shot was a fluke. They didn't realize that I suck at basketball, okay? I just have melanin and long legs. I'm not a baller, okay? I get the ball and walk back to the gym, and my team looks like they're mad at me for not being good. Like, sorry, nigga. That's not fair. It shouldn't matter if you're Asian, Latino, white, not white. You should have the right to be tall and not good at basketball. Anyways, after my team realizes that I'm a disgrace to the black community, they just don't pass to me. The game goes on, and I'm not doing anything for a while. But then the ball gets passed to this dude on the other team, and I always notice that he fakes and goes left every time. He has the ball, so I think this is my chance. I have to redeem myself. He runs up to me and I say with my eyes, "You are not getting past me." And he says with his eyes, "Challenge accepted." He runs up and fakes right as I predicted, and then goes left as I predicted. I stick up my hand, lunge, and grab nothing but fucking air. This nigga somehow found a way to get to the other side of my body. I genuinely don't know how. I literally saw him on my left. There is no reason at all as to why a human being should be moving that fast. Like, bro, if you don't stop playing basketball and play for the Avengers, I stick out my left leg to try to pivot my body the other way, and then I hit the ground. This nigga stole my ankles, yo. I'm on the ground and I see him make the shot, but before my brain can even process what happened, I hear, "Oh!" And honestly, I would rather they laughed at me than that. That was... I get up, I dust myself off, and we proceed to lose the game. Let's just say you definitely will not see me play
Oh my
a
God,
YouTuber
is that
1v1
Louis?
basketball game
Hanging with some blue demons, I feel like I'm Zuko. I can draw 4 or 5, I be playing Uno. First I put a mask on, MF Doom, bro. Put a nigga's face in a box like a Zoom call. Beat it like a djembe. Yeah, get these niggas pain, needle tensei. Yeah, these niggas the same, I be this day. Chop and make a nigga say bye, 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 like I'm playing in sync. They be lame, that cannot be me. Riding with my team. She be sending signals, trying to figure what they need. I want all the green. I be off a beam. You don't want me as an enemy. I cannot fuck with you cause you on the other team. With some blue demons, I feel like I'm Zuko. I can draw 4 or 5, I be playing Uno. First I put a mask on, MF Doom, bro. Put a nigga's face in a box like a Zoom call.
Fairlife is ultra filtered for 50% more protein and 50% less sugar.
My brother takes flight, bro. It was almost majestic how high he got off the ground. Like, he's so high, the only thing that's on my mind is there is no way he's landing without breaking something. He flies behind the slide and all I hear is, ugh. My brother and I used to beat each other senselessly. Yeah, that's how we're starting this, okay? There's no easy way to ease into the subject, but nah, for real. We would actually fist fight each other, like so much to the point where afterwards you could tell who won just by looking at us. I don't know what it was, man. We just didn't get along. We would argue every day. I was so accustomed to it that I'd see random people getting along with their siblings and I'd think, they probably can't fight. It was on site. Anytime, any place. And we had zero chill. We would probably genuinely knock each other out if our mom didn't always catch us right before we did something OD. But one day she did.
Yes,
so
I'm
my
hitting
family
now.
had planned to go to this festival thing in South Carolina. And as we're getting ready, I don't know how, but my brother and I began to argue. We're in the living room with our mom, and I just gotta preface something real quick. Do you know how mad you have to be with someone to argue while your black parent is around? The answer is pretty mad because you have to not care about the fact that neither of you are winning. You're both getting beat. It's just one of you's gonna lose a fight and then get beat. Bro, move. You move. You're in my space. I'm not touching you. Get your hand out of my face. I can put my hand wherever I want. Then move your head. Did you just... Mom! My brother hits me and then he runs off, but I dash after him and eventually corner him in the kitchen. But while I'm there, I'm noticing him inching towards the hallway to the bedroom. Khalil! If you go into that room, I'm kicking the door down. Mom! Oh, nah, stop that. I'm hitting you back. As soon as I say that, I hop over the counter, but he takes a mad dash to the bedroom and then...
I would have passed it.
Khalil, open this door. No, you said you kick it down. Fine. Come on, bro. Just open the door. We start yelling hysterically through the door, but my mom interjects in. Now what's wrong with you? Why'd you hit me, bro? Why'd you face me? Hey! What is the problem? I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. Just stop it. If you keep this up, we're not going to the festival. Now get ready and get in the car. And if we get there and you're still arguing, you're walking home. It's a straight shot. We hop in the car and head out, but we're still low-key beefing. You know, I'm scooting my chair back and he's jamming his knees into my chair. Typical sibling stuff, but eventually we start to argue, but my mom then turns around and tells us again, if we keep arguing, we're walking home, and reminds us that it's a straight shot. So we get to the festival and all is well. We play around for a bit, we get to eat good food, we ride some rides, just having fun. We go to this beach-themed bouncy house, and what stood out to me was the fact that it had this slide on it with palm trees on the sides. We get to the top and I just look at Khalil, he's smiling, having fun, laughing, and I think, what a loser. This dude hit me and I never hit him back, so I push him.
Let's go then.
Not off the side of the slide, okay? This thing is mad tall. I don't kill him, but I just push him on the ground of the platform on the slide. After pushing him, I rush down the slide, not giving him a chance to hit me back. I look behind me and see him yelling for me to get back on top, but I'm like, no, I went down the side to escape. What do I look like climbing back up? But then I see him bend his knees as if to prepare to jump, because I think he realized if he slides slides down, I'll have time to run. But if he jumps, he's definitely landing on me before I can leave. But he has to make it over the palm tree thing to get to me. There's no way he tried that.
I'll follow you in a bit, my boy.
This nigga just jumps off the slide. But of course, he lands on the tree, and that's when the unfortunate happens. The tree thing bends down to an almost right angle, and he gets nearly eye level with me with terror in his eyes. He's just hanging for dear life on that tree. You'd think it was the 1930s. And just as fast as the tree went down, it flies up at twice the speed. And my brother takes flight, bro. It was almost majestic how high he got off the ground. Like, he's so high, the only thing that's on my mind is there is no way he's landing without breaking something. He flies behind the slide and all I hear is, ugh. I go around back and see him starfished on the ground. He landed clean on his back. My mom rushes over in full mom mode trying to help, but him and I, not wanting to get in trouble for arguing, we both tell her that it was an accident and that he's okay, and she believes us until we hear, hey, are you okay? Oh, yeah, he's good. It was just an accident. Oh, okay. Just making sure because y'all were arguing pretty loud back there. Y'all have a good day. You were arguing. He started to use communication with us when I was getting hit. At least the house was a straight shot from here.
Just talking random shit on this one, yo. Let's go. I say what I'm making, they do not believe me. My life's a movie, you here for the screen. And I said it. Spend more on a win than they got in the debit. If you sleep on me, I'll make you regret it. Straight to the top, nigga, that's where I'm headed. That's where I'm headed. I don't gotta flaunt the wealth. No cap. I'd rather get it in silence and let the shit speak for itself. But let me just flex for a bit. I jumped to check on the fit for the end of the year. When I caught me a Tesla, I'm not fucking shorties in it. Hey. I'm cool with being alone. I got it all on my own. No cap. Fuck, I look like spending hours with a shorty on my phone. That's what I'm all citing. Smoothly. I pull it, we making a movie. If you really want me gone, nigga, shoot me. Give me the paper, I'm counting the loosely. Not even close to the peak, you forget that I'm 20. I'm making $1 million for I'm 23. I do not care if you do not believe, cause bitch, I'm a goat and I know what you see.
One day I decided to do it at night while everyone was home as opposed to right after school when I was alone. I was getting cocky. Really? Come on, bro. You know what I meant. Get your mind out of the gutter. So I was looking at naked women on my phone and it's business as usual until I hear the door just rattling. I forgot to lock the door, man. Yo, what are you doing? Nothing? No, what are you doing? Nothing, Mom. What's that on your phone? If you watch the My Mom Caught Me in 4K video, you'll find that the thumbnail is a little misleading. But I'm here to let you know that my thumbnails are not cap. This thumbnail is not cap. This scenario did in fact happen. Let me tell you the story. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was sheltered as a kid. Like a lot of the world was hidden from me when I was growing up. But don't get me wrong, while I was sheltered, my mom didn't have the money to properly shelter her kid. I know this because I went to a public school. So this story took place in 7th grade. I had just started walking to school, so my mom gave me a phone so she could keep in contact with me to make sure my black ass doesn't get me turned into a hashtag. And also to make sure my black ass doesn't get me turned into an Amber Alert. But this phone was not like the one that you're watching this video on. This was a BlackBerry with prepaid minutes. For my younger audience, I'll explain what minutes are. Basically, there's a time limit on your phone that dictates how long you can call, how many texts you can send, and in particular to this story, how long you can be on the internet. And if this time limit reaches 0, your phone won't work, and you can extend your time by purchasing prepaid minute gift cards. This phone was connected to my mom's computer, so if my phone ran out of minutes, she would be notified and she'd probably hit me with something. But socially awkward middle school me never got close to running out, as texting 2 friends and getting curved by girls didn't require too many minutes. So one day I was at school and this group of kids are talking about cantaloupes, which, you know, in my head is normal. I mean, we're 13-year-old boys, but I realized something was up when they started to bring up different types of cantaloupes. I mean, they're talking about big cantaloupes, small cantaloupes, saggy cantaloupes, hairy cantaloupes, the list goes on. But during this convo, I'm thinking, what is the source material? Like, where are these guys going to see this many pairs of cantaloupes? At this point, the only pair I'd seen had been my mom's, and I wasn't on the internet a lot as a kid, so I didn't know I had access to all of the cantaloupes of the world on my phone. So I expressed my confusion to the group.
All right, Luke, great defense, buddy.
Boy, give me your neck. Big mistake, because apparently I should have been watching cantaloupe-related videos years ago, but after roasting me, they explained that they're seeing all of these fruits on WholeFoods.com. One of them pulls it up on their phone, shows me, and oh my God! Right at that moment is where it all went downhill. So school ends, I walk home, my mom calls me as she usually does. I get to the door and she hangs up and no one is home yet. So I go right upstairs and I don't know why, but this is a very vivid memory for me. I remember laying down in this exact position. I open the browser on my phone, a box opens up warning me that I'll lose minutes continuously while I'm on the internet. Now this will be my first time going on the internet with this phone, so I'm not really thinking about the minutes and how many minutes it takes, honestly. I have much more important things on my mind at the moment. So I double check the door, the hallway, make sure no one's looking out of my closed second story curtain window, you know, just in case. I click the green OK button on my phone, I go to Google and I type boobs. I click images and then nothing crazy shows up. I type boobs on Google Images, you know? It's just like male chests, Drake and Josh, and modest bikini pictures. I close the tab, open a new one, and this time I type woman's chest. How scandalous. I hit enter, click images, and then nothing. I was shy, okay? I know I had to type crazy things to get what I wanted, but I just felt weird doing it. So I tried 3 more searches, but nothing. I'm being too modest, and I realize I need to get a little raunchy, so I muster up the courage to type naked boob. I hit search, click images. And my mind is just overloaded with content, bro. I'm seeing things I've never seen before. I'm learning words. Hair grows there? I could feel my innocence just leaving my body. I'm so distracted and mesmerized that I didn't even do anything. Like, this was good enough. I just kind of looked and admired. And I loved it. My phone couldn't play videos, so I didn't even use WholeFoods.com. I just kind of stayed on Google Images. I did this for hours every day for weeks, bro, just looking at pictures. That was all I did. And the more I did it, the bolder and bolder I got. With all the searches, it was like each day I became more and more of a man. I just gave him minutes. Until one day I decided to do it at night while everyone was home, as opposed to right after school when I was alone. I was getting cocky. Really? Come on, bro. You know what I meant. Get your mind out of the gutter. So I was looking at naked women on my phone, and it's business as usual until I hear the door just rattling. I forgot to lock the door, man. I was getting sloppy with my moves. The door swings open, and I'm just blinded by the light of the hallway. I see my mom, and she sees me. And I see my mom. Yo, what are you doing? Nothing? No, what are you doing? Nothing, Mom. What's that on your phone? I tell her I set a timer on my phone to wake up for school tomorrow, and she leaves. I turn the phone off, I roll over to sleep, but she opens the door again, hands me the minute card, and tells me to add it to the phone and to come in her room. So I go in, and she's sitting on the bed with her computer. Yo, what are you doing on that phone? I gave you minutes a week ago, and it says that you're almost out. What's going on? Oh, I just been calling people. Oh, calling people, huh? You sure you don't want to tell me what else you've been doing before I read off your history? And me thinking that she's talking about my call history, I'm like, history? If she checks that, she's gonna know that I haven't been calling people and that I've been losing minutes for another reason. Shoot, maybe I can, like, tell her I was texting someone? Naked boob. When she says that, I get immediate butterflies in my stomach. When my friends graciously let me know about WholeFoods.com, they didn't tell me about this thing called search history. This whole time, I was just closing tabs. I didn't know that I had to clear the history. I look at her computer and there it is. An extensive, and I mean extensive, list of all of my searches, bro. She had me. She just starts reading off the list, and I'm just embarrassed, man. But it gets much worse than this. As she goes down, she starts to get to the wild searches, but since I'm so sensitive to this stuff, I mean, I just got here. While she's reading the searches, I start remembering the pictures, which kinda activates my member, you know, but now is not the time. I start to panic. I look down at my pants. Yo, please do not do this to me right now. Big boobs.
What it do,
big
flight crew?
No.
FCC.
No, not now.
Flight team, stand up.
No. It happens. I get hard, but I immediately sit on the floor. Nah, stand up. I need you to read this. Yo-yo. No. Yo-yo, I know you hear me.
Mom, no, please. No. Sorry, stop, please.
If you don't get up, I'm calling your grandma. Mom, no, please. Get up then. No.
Hi, baby. How's it going?
My grandma's on the phone, and I'm panicking, trying to have a normal conversation, but my mom is not letting that happen. Nah, go ahead and tell your grandma what you've been doing.
Oh, what you been doing?
I'm like crying on the phone, my member is activated, my mom's reading the titles, my grandma's asking what's wrong. It's a mess. Honestly, I could only imagine what this room sounded like. Big breasts on
Oh, stop, please. Stop. Oh, stop. Stop.
After realizing that I've had enough, my mom takes the phone and I hightail it out of that room. I learned my lesson, man. From that day on, I never looked up cantaloupes again, ever.
Pull up in a big, anyway, you know I really wanna pop shit. Hit a nigga with a stick. For the 1 + 5 6. Niggas shit, so I try stick. Sweaty niggas wanna be me. Aim at your fitted, I knock off your beanie. I'm making money, other niggas sleeping. I'm taking off of your nigga be geeking. I bet you miles mine, solar Grammy like Macklemore. I wanna get all the money and stack it. A 40 gon' clap a nigga like I'm dapping up. I see you capping on mics, nigga, wrap it up. I'ma pull up in the caddy, you sliding her DMs or sliding her addy. Myra's on froze like I need you to tag me. If she gonna post, you better not tag me. Pull up in a big, anyway, you know I really wanna pop shit. Hit a nigga with a stick. For the 1 + 5 6. Nigga shit, so I try stick.
Yo, what's good? I'm pretty sure you guys have a lot of questions right now. Like, why am I looking at Yo-Yo's face and not in animation? Why is he laying down? Is he or is he not swinging his feet in the air? Unanswered questions. Unanswered questions. But I just want to let any artists out there know, as you know, I recently hired my background artist, Jada. Shout out to Jada. She's carrying the channel on her back. But right now, I'm actually looking for an artist. As you guys know, I don't actually animate. I draw stills and then manipulate them in Final Cut. So what this artist would do is I'd send them a list of sketches and stuff like this, like the stuff I'm putting on your screen right now. And then all you have to do is sketch, line, and color it, and then send it right back to me. Really quick before this continues, I would like to add, you would not be animating the whole video, obviously. I want to hire multiple artists, so I probably give each artist like 1 minute of video. If you're interested in that and you think that you can pull off my style well, send a message to this email right here. Please send me some of your work so it's not just a, hey, yo, I want the job. Like, let me see what you got, like what you can do. Also, this is not an animator job, so you don't need to animate. Obviously, a background in animation would be helpful, but if you're a good artist and you can replicate my style, that works perfectly fine. You will do some animating, but like, you see my videos, I don't do too much of it. Once again, send this email right here. I'll be looking through them, of course. If I don't respond, it's because I'm currently working on this video, so obviously my responses will be slow, but I will be looking at all the applications. Let me know. I look forward to working with you. Peace. New video next Wednesday. No, this Wednesday. Peace.
I noticed a difference in my hair about 3-4 months in. I noticed the hair strands getting thicker.
Our location was definitely less than ideal, but her being the eager young woman that she is, she makes do with what she has. We start doing our thing, she's getting into it, she puts her hair up and goes for my pants zippers. And I'm adjusting my dual disc, preparing to get sent to the Shadow Realm.
How you caught it? Well, I don't have speed of ball.
So if you watch my She Fell For Me story, you'll know that a couple months ago I decided to dabble, dip my toes into the waters of Tinder. Waters that were once tranquil and clear but are now toxic, dangerous, and straight up tainted.
Oh no, I didn't try to do that.
By hot girl summer. So this story starts off how every Tinder story starts. A wholesome longing for true love and affection? Yeah, of course. You got horny. I got horny. So way back when I first started my YouTube channel, I actually got kicked out of my mom's place and had to get a job and move in with a friend, his 2 siblings, and his mom. This apartment would be the place where I really focus, cut everyone from my previous life out, and get serious about my channel. So much so that it went from 3,000 subscribers to 150,000. This story took place when I started doing YouTube full time around the 100K mark, right before I moved out and got my own place. So I'm scrolling away on Tinder. I matched with this one girl, and off rip, she does not look like the type of girl that I'll usually go for because she looked like a freak, bro. Like I was going through some of the pictures and she just looked like she could send someone to the Shadow Realm without having to use Yu-Gi-Oh cards, if you know what I'm saying. And honestly, that's not something that I'm really looking for. I'm more of a long-term dater, and she made it very clear that she wanted only one thing. And sure, I enjoy doing that one thing too, but I have to feel a connection. I can't just do it with anyone. I have to genuinely want to get to know you before I can become that level of intimate. So we plan to meet up that day at like 8 p.m.
Yeah, that brother's starving.
We're texting and she's, for a lack of better words, not shy about her intentions, and I'm, for a lack of better words, not mentally prepared, okay? I'm not used to this, okay? I'm nervous. I had just gone from a year of 100% grinding and zero social life to texting a girl about the GOG 3000 double grip pepper grinder deluxe, okay? I wasn't ready. So 7 p.m. hits and I get a text from homegirl saying something happened at her crib and she wants to know if she can come over to my place instead. This was a problem because I shared a room with 2 other guys that slept in the closet. Someone sleeps in the living room, which is connected to the kitchen. The crib is too crowded for us to even do anything, and everyone was home at the time. And also, it's becoming more and more obvious that this girl is definitely not gonna be wifey, so there's honestly no way we could link in this house. And even if I did, it definitely would not be right for me. So I cleaned up the garage, made it as presentable as possible, and told her that she could pull up to the crib in and out. She pulls up and we head to the garage. And she is looking fine, bro. Like, too fine. She most definitely overdressed. We weren't planning to go anywhere. I was wearing a t-shirt and joggers. She really gave off Netflix and chill vibes and showed up like I was taking her to Nobu. Like, shorty, I can't even give you Netflix and chill. Like, I couldn't fit a TV down here. Our location was definitely less than ideal, but her being the eager young woman that she is, she makes do with what she has. We start doing our thing. She's getting into it. She puts her hair up and goes for my pants zippers. And I'm adjusting my dual disc, preparing to get sent to the Shadow Realm. She unzips my zipper and then lets out a scream, and I'm thinking, why, thank you. But she gets off me, stands at the table, and points at the fattest roach I have ever seen. And it was right next to us. I don't know how we didn't see it. We were really getting it on with a roach right there. We worried about the wrong cop. But the situation was dire. I gotta think fast. I have to kill him before he hides somewhere, or else she's gonna get pressed, and I'm not gonna get anything tonight. So I grab a pair of shoes, throw one shoe at the roach to get it off the wall, and then use the other shoe to kill the roach. I take the roach, scrape it off the shoe, and
I realized
hand the girl her shoes back. After realizing the garage was not the move, but still being in the mood, we wandered to try to find a place, and in a moment of desperation, I decide to go to my friend's mom's car. God, I hope she's not watching this. She has 2 cars, and one of the cars she never uses, so I go to open the door, but it's locked. But I know that the trunk is open, so I just need to open the trunk, climb through the trunk, and then open the front door. Doesn't get more down bad than this, honestly. So I open the trunk, and her car alarm starts going off. It's blaring, and it's like 4 a.m., and I'm just done, bro. I'm visibly not feeling it anymore, and she tells me that she should probably leave as she speed walks to her car. I go upstairs to wake up my friend's mom because she's the only one with the key to turn off the car alarm. But I'm definitely not telling her what just happened, so I go up and tell her I think someone tried to break into her car, and I run downstairs to look for the robber. Man, I'm trying to sell it, bro. I'm like looking under the car, walking down the street, looking inside the car, looking behind houses, and she thanks me for being brave. And after that, we just walk upstairs, she locks the car, I text the girl, and obviously did not get a response.
Hey, my flow is sick, it put a nigga in the ICU. You want beef, my sickle chop you like some Chinese food. I hit my target, I don't miss serves, it's high key you get.
That's crazy, dope. Never mind. I was gonna pull a next move, bro. I need to stop myself because Dave was like, yeah, I'm fucking your bitch. And then next was like, that's crazy. I'm gay. And she caught me off guard, nigga. I didn't even go front. That's some white man right there. Caucasian. Alright. Alright, later, my boy. Yeah, thanks for coming to the stream. I appreciate everybody who came by. You guys have a good night.
Too fine. She most definitely overdressed. We weren't planning to go anywhere. I was wearing a t-shirt and joggers. She really gave off Netflix and chill vibes and showed up like I was taking her to Nobu. Like, shorty, I can't even give you Netflix and chill. Like, I couldn't fit a TV down here. Our location was definitely less than ideal, but her being the eager young woman that she is, she makes do with what she has. We start doing our thing. She's getting into it. She puts her hair up and goes for my pants zippers. And I